Obviously, both guys have meant a ton to us. Again, you can't be great without the greatness of others, coaches to players, players to coaches, coach to coach, player to player. And so both guys have done a phenomenal job. I think, I said this early in the year. I think we've hit, this was during like training camp, and just see the detail that they coach with. Obviously, I spent a lot of time with them, knowing the guys a little bit, and then in the interview process, and then also in OTAs. And I think we hit 2 home runs with those hires there. Anytime, and again, we're focused on this game. Kellen's focused on this game. I'm focused on this game, not really thinking about anything else other than this game, because every little bit of attention that you put into something else is attention you're not putting into what the main goal is. And so, with Kellen, and I know that there's, opportunities potentially, what happens will happen. But hopefully I've done my job to teach him the things that I know and help him like other coaches have helped me as far as that goes. But I know that when Kellen does get his opportunity, I think he's highly detailed in teaching the game of football. I think that he loves this game. He works extremely hard. He's got a great offensive mind to help our guys, to put our guys in positions to succeed and get better. And man, he's a phenomenal person, great person to work with. That's so important, right? When we're spending more time with each other than we are with our families, our wives, our kids, it's important that you have good people around. And he, as good of a football coach as he is, he's even a better person. So got a lot of respect there, and for Kellen, and we'll see how that plays out at the end of the year.
All right, last question, second row.
Bob, for you guys that aren't normally with us, Bob usually cuts us off, and then I'm the nice guy, and I'll say, does anybody else have 1 or 2 more? So we'll do the same thing there.
All right.
Hey, Nick. As a head coach, you've got to make a lot of tough decisions. 2 things. What do you expect out of players after you make that tough decision? And I was thinking of Jalen Hurts, who was benched in a national championship game, and he's come all the way back. What do you think about that, how he's reacted to a tough decision?
Yeah, you as a coach, it's really important that the job description is very clear. Here's what the job description is. Here's what it looks like when we're meeting the job description. And I'm talking about plays on the field, coaches that we have there, with the players that we have there. So, there have been games that have been dictated differently this year. If we need to run it 50 times and pass it once, we will to win. If we need to do vice versa, we will. And we really don't care what anybody else thinks. Our job is to win games and try to win games the best way we can for our team. And like I said, just because Jalen said it, and I loved it, just because we haven't done something doesn't mean we can't.
All right, last one, back right.
Hi, Nick. Andrea Sola from TV Azteca, Mexico. Nice
Hi.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I have a question for you. If you have to tell me 3 things that Philadelphia is better at than Kansas, what would you say?
Philadelphia better than Kansas City. Well, I've lived in both places. I started my coaching career in Kansas City. My wife is from Kansas City, from the Missouri area, not from Missouri, not Kansas City. So I got to be careful here if I'm there. But both great places. They're both great places. But I love Philadelphia. We love the food in Philadelphia. We love our sports teams. Love being a Sixers fan now, and a Phillies fan, and a Flyers fan. And then, shoot, I didn't have Bob and Dom in Kansas City, so those 2 guys there as well.
All right, thank you, folks.